Right, if you plan on doing a little mini launch, balloon post, five guys, whatever the hell you want to call it, those posts where it's like, I'm looking for five guys or five girls who want to drop X amount of pounds in X amount of days without blah blah blah, message me this keyword. If you're going to run something like that, then you may as well fucking do it properly. Because 99.9% of people don't. And they put the post out like this and they think that, hey, leads are just going to come flooding through the front door. They don't. Uh, so I'm going to run you through a very simple, overly fucking simple launch sequence that I put together for a client that took like 5 minutes. Doesn't take long at all. However, it fucking works. Before we jump in though, this only works on one condition. You actually have a pipeline of people who are interested in working with you. And they might just be on the fence and need pushed off that fence. Because the whole purpose of a promo post like this is that we add scarcity, FOMO, bonuses, guarantees, fancy name attached to it. Something that's going to take somebody on the fence off the fence. Now, if nobody's on the fence because nobody knows that you exist right now, don't be running this. Or if nobody's on the fence because you've got 5 leads and you could just message them all privately rather than doing a promo post, then go fucking do that. However, if you have a pipeline of people, you have an existing audience, people that might be on the fence, and you just need to gently nudge or, let's just say, kick them off that fucking fence and into being a client, then this is for you. So let's jump into it then. And again, you're not going to be blown away by this. It's stupidly simple. Just copy, paste it. It's that easy. First off, Monday. We're not going to come out and say, like, we're doing a launch. We're going to tease it first. If we can try and get people on a call for an early bird offer before we've even launched it, well, don't they feel fucking special? Plus, you get to take on a client before you even started. Amazing. So the story for the Monday is going to be something like, I'm thinking about running a whatever the hell you want to run. Whether that's a one-time case study, whether that's a Happy Hanukkah event, whether that's a grandma's birthday, it's up to you. If you've got a reason to run a fucking promo, run the promo. Nobody cares. They just want the bonuses and the fucking discount. So that's this one. Do me a favor. Try and employ some acting, some tonality. Don't just be like, yeah, I'm thinking about running a post, blah, blah, blah. Make it feel like you've just had this amazing idea. Like, oh, guys, I've had this idea that I want to do for a while. It would basically be like a case study where, I don't know, probably like I'd reduce the cost to come in. I give a few bonuses on this, this, and this. And in return, all I'd want would be like a written or verbal testimonial. But I don't even know if people are interested. I mean, I'll put a poll below if you are. Let me know. If you're not and you think I should just shut the fuck up, then just let me know. Like, I'm not exactly Leonardo DiCaprio when it comes to acting, all right? However, put a bit of a performance on. Make it feel like you've just came up with this idea, even though you haven't. So that's going to be the Monday poll. You're just testing the waters. And again, anybody that votes on the poll, if they vote on the box that tells you to go fuck yourself and shut the fuck up, probably don't message them, just leave it and maybe even block them. Or if it's the one that's voted saying, yes, go ahead and do this, drop in a quick message, try and get them booked on a call, give them the exact offer that we're going to run through at the very, very back end. However, make them feel special, make them feel like it's an early bird opportunity that they get. Tuesday, you're going to put up another story saying that the responses yesterday were so good that you're going to be running this. And personally, as suggested on the Sunday for this client, Sunday, Monday are the preferred days for me. I feel like people are on their FOMO. They're kind of like back end of the week, starting afresh, whatever it might be. I feel like when you're in the middle of the week, especially the back end of like the Friday, Saturday, people are in weekend mode. So I like Sunday or Monday. The post-wise, you're just going to put up a still image with just the date. That's it. Stupidly simple. Not over-edited, Canva bollocks. Just black background or whatever branding color background that you want with the date on it. That's it. Stupidly simple. Wednesday or Friday, you're then going to post your 3 best transformations related to the opportunity. So if you're doing a 90-day case study for dads, probably try and share some fucking results of dads that were achieved inside 90 days. If you're running a 6-month program, probably want to show some longer term results. Try and relate the results that you're showing to the program itself. Beyond that, then the Saturday, bit of a dead day. So what I like to do on that day is just like a 1 day to go and then a story countdown. I wouldn't post anything else on the stories that day, literally just this. That's it. We're just building up a little bit of hype, a little bit of FOMO, like, ooh, what's coming? And again, anybody that likes this post, anybody that opts in on the story countdown, anybody that shows some support on these transformations here, on the stories here, we drop them all a message. And we see if we can get them on a fucking call, and we see if we can sign them up before the post even goes live. Sunday itself, then that's when you would actually drop the post. Now, this is what you would normally start with. You just drop the post. There's no build up to it. There's no social proof coming before it. There's no curiosity to try and have a quick conversation before the fucking post even drops. You just go in raw. That's like walking into a bar and being like, do you want to fuck? Like, most people don't just, well, some people do, but most people don't just want to fuck. They want to be wined and dined. So this is building that up. One awful example. Story repost on that day. In fact, let's have a little bit of chat about the actual case study post. So we went with a case study standpoint. A case study is basically an ethical discount, in my opinion, where letting somebody in for a reduced cost on the basis that they're more than happy to give a verbal or written testimonial. In reality, we don't give a fuck about the verbal or written testimonial. What we care about is getting the client through the front door and collecting the cash to then go acquire more clients. That's how business works. However, we can't just say, hey, you get a discount. We have to justify the discount in some way, shape, or form. For their standpoint, for our standpoint, for client standpoint. What we do then is we call it a case study. That, in everyone else's eyes, mine included, is a fair exchange. We let you in for this if you're going to do that. The reason that we say a written or verbal testimonial and not a verbal testimonial or a before and after photo is because we don't want the objection of, I don't want to do a video or I don't want to do a before and after photo, because everybody can just write a fucking testimonial. That's fine. Even if it's one sentence. Again, that's not the main point here. We want to try and collect the cash. So that's the first thing when it comes to the case study. The second thing, actually making it sexy so that they want to jump on board and get off the fence. First things first, the name. Like, we've called it a one-time case study. The key is one time. A little bit of scarcity, a little bit of FOMO. If you're reading this as like, oh, I'm never going to run this ever again. When it comes to the word case study, well, a case study implies that they're going to get fucking results, doesn't it? Because it'd be a pretty shit case study if they didn't. So when it comes to the name, that's the first part. The next part would then be stacking up bonuses. And bonuses, don't overthink it. Take the highest perceived value aspects of your offer, remove them, put them back in as a bonus. As an example, let's say that you give clients meal plans, remove that from the service and put it back in as a bonus under the guise of a custom built meal plan to remove guesswork around nutrition. It's like, great, like this is what I'm getting. This is the pain that I don't have to suffer. Fantastic. Let's say that your clients think that the one-on-one calls are the most valuable part. Amazing. Remove it, put it back in and call it a 30-minute fast track call to accelerate results in the first month together. Great, nice. Now, it sounds way, way sexier. And again, you haven't changed your offer. Nothing's fucking been switched around. Your fulfillment's not all over the place. You've just pulled something out that you've already done. You've put it back in with a cool name and a cool description attached. And you can do this with anything, by the way. That's the second part. The third part is then a guarantee. Now, most people don't fucking believe in guarantees because they've been screwed that many times. I would make the guarantee funny, personally. So like ones that we've done in the past are usually the things that the client is against. So there was a female client I was working with and the guarantee was something like, if you don't lose like £10 in 10 weeks, we'll refund you the whole amount and pay for a 1-year subscription of Weight Watchers. Like, in the little box below, it was like in a bracket saying like, really don't want to have to do that, lol. Like, that was just a running joke for her community. That's what she's against. Like, clearly she thinks that you're going to get a result because she doesn't want to have to do that thing. But also it removes a little bit of the friction and concern for the client. Guarantees are funny one to use them. But can you see how now there's a reason for somebody to sign up rather than like, I'm just looking for 5 people and they're like, well, that's great, but you're always looking for 5 people, Ryan. Like, you can sign 5 people up tomorrow, next week, a year's time. Like, what's the fucking difference? You can be like, well, actually, it's because of X, Y, and Z. Like, you're only going to get these bonuses if you sign up now. You're only going to get this guarantee if you sign up now. You're only going to be part of the case study if you sign up now. Like, it's stacking these things on top of each other. Beyond that, then, we want to post that to the story and then have a little talking head video just explaining basically exactly what it says in the caption, the whole program, the bonuses, everything else around it. And this will just have, again, another call to action to either drop you a message or click on a button or click on a poll so that you can start as many conversations as possible. You then want to reach out, and this is so fucking crucial. And then, you know what it is? It's one of the most crucial aspects, but nobody fucking does it, and then they'll whinge when it doesn't work. Do everything that's inside of here, but definitely fucking do this one. Reach out to all dead and ex-leads. This is so important. Put it across to them. When you put out a post on Instagram, you are hoping and praying that it comes across them. People are busy. Instagram might not deliver it to them. They might just miss it. Might have something else on. Whatever it might be, they might be balls deep in cat videos. You can just place it right in front of them. Manually. Send it to them. Say something like, is this for you? ? Or you interested? ? Like, if you've got a lot of people to send it out to, just make it very, very seamless. If you haven't got a lot of people to send it out to, you haven't got a lot of leads, you haven't got a lot of ex-clients, or you've got all the time in the world, or a VA that can do this for you, personalize it. Because then it's going to do even better. But if you've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, maybe just dump it out in front of them. But this is super fucking key. Reach out to all your dead leads, all your ex-clients, give them the opportunity to be one of the first ones to take this. And then finally for the post, just ask all your current clients to reshare and leave a comment. Now, this bets on the fact that hopefully you're a good coach, which I'm going to hope that you are. But if you ask all your clients to be like, hey, just leave a comment on this post of your experience. Hey, could you post this to your story and share it to 3 friends? I'd massively appreciate it. They will do it for you. You don't need to give them a kickback. You don't need to fucking incentivize them. Just ask them for a favor. If you've done a good enough job, they'll have no problem doing it at all. Monday then. On Monday, we're going to do a hard-hitting reel that's talking on a pain point, essentially. Something where the person that's struggling with these things here that we've added in as bonuses and scarcity, the nutrition, the accountability, whatever it might be, we what's the word? I had I had an onboarding call before where I said the word ejaculate instead of eject. It definitely woke everyone up inside of the call. It's not the word I was thinking of. And I've just went blank again. Articulate. That's the word I was thinking of before. Everyone's going to be like, what the fuck? Ejaculate, right? Hard-hitting pain point video where we're articulating the pain that somebody's going to be feeling in this scenario. So that, all right, they've seen the post, they've seen the social proof, they're so ready to get off the fence, they just need that final reminder, you're not in a very good place right now. This thing over here can fix it. That's the Monday post. The Tuesday is then a little bit of scarcity, and we've got 1 space left. Now, it doesn't matter if you've got 99 spaces left or 0 spaces left. You've always just got 1 space left. And then the story is just a last chance. That's it. Sunday-wise, aka like the back end of the week, I would then drop another story out being like, hey, these were all taken. However, if I was to open up 1 bonus space as like a last chance, would anyone take it? And again, anybody that comes on this, ejaculate, anyone that comments, replies, or engages with this in any way, shape, or form, drop them a message, make them feel like a special snowflake. There's 1 last chance. Do you want to jump on a quick call, have a chat, and then sell them? That's it. Done. What I would then do is not ejaculate, definitely not in a public place. If you're at home, do whatever the hell you want, but if you're watching this in a public place, don't do either of those 2 things. This has went so fucking off track. We're just going to rock with it though. What I would then do the next month is then redo this whole thing. However, change the position on it. It's no longer a one-time case study. It's a bonus space one-time case study on the fact that the first time was so nice, we had to do it twice. That was cringe as well. Jokes aside, on the basis that you got great results with the clients in the first 30 days, so you want to open up 1 more space for somebody to come in and get the exact same results for themselves. And again, we repeat the same process, build up a little bit of hype, share the results that's happened over the last 30 days. Doesn't matter how small they are. When somebody's in a tough fucking place and somebody started to make a slight little change, they can look at that and go, okay, there's a shining light at the end of the tunnel. Message all these people, put it right in front of them, repeat the process. We are in August right now. September, October are some of the biggest months in the online fitness space. Like, literally PB months for the majority of people. Every single year we would do a PB month in September, October. Even November, when you think about it, is Black Friday coming up. So you're going to have a pretty insane offer, hopefully, for Black Friday coming up. It's a pretty good time to start running this right now. But yeah, that's how I would do it. I would give it a little bit more context to it. I would build up a little bit of hype around it. Make the offer seem actually fucking desirable, not like the same thing that you offer 365 and there's no other reason why they would sign up right now. And above all else, just manually go put it in front of people. The more people that you speak to, the more people that see it, the higher the likelihood that you're going to book some calls and take on some clients. So that's probably the most important part. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you've got any questions on it, feel free to drop me a message on Instagram or just screenshot everything I've just ran through and just run it yourself. And if it goes well, let me know. If it doesn't go well, let me know. But apart from that, I guess we'll wrap it up. If you're interested in joining BFM, there's probably a link below this video. Click it, watch the VSL. If it sounds like it's up your street, jump in. If it's not, no hard feelings. I think it's a pretty cool community, a pretty cool offer. There's 5 live calls a week. There's 24/7 access to me inside the community. There's a whole education portal that shows you step by step how to start and launch your online fitness business. It's pretty fucking good. But apart from that, hope you're doing well. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next one.